So do you feel prepared to begin?
Yeah.
Ready to jump in?
Yeah. I think it'll be pretty good.
Good morning. I haven't vlogged in a while. It's been a long time. We have a very busy morning, as always. I had a little bit of a cold mixed with some sinus stuff, and the past 2 days we've just been kind of taking it easy. Work has continued on our, let's see if I can set you down. Work has continued on our home renovation, which is what I'm here to tell you about. That's why I came in here, besides it's quieter. This whole wall of stuff in the laundry room, can you see that? This whole wall is going to be gone because this is Jason and it's mostly our clothes. And it will go into an actual closet because we are having a room addition put on this house. If you haven't watched that video, you'll have to go back and watch it. We explain why we're doing this now instead of just jumping into building. And so the room addition will come through here. I don't know if I explained that on the other video, so I just wanted to show you guys this wall. Imagine all of this shelf gone. It's hard. I wish I could back you up more so you could get a better look, but this is like a closet laundry room, and that you're as far back as I can put you. Okay, so all of these shelves will come down, and we're having a door put in right here, and the addition is going to be directly on the other side of this laundry room. So it will be out the front of the house. I'm going to walk you out there and show you what Jason's been doing because it's really cool. So the front of the house is getting bumped out, basically, because the way our house is laid out, it's the only spot that we could bump out. We have barriers on every other side that make it we're going to crack it out, then we're going to use a saw. So, yeah, one side there's like a telephone pole with electrical wires. The other side is the well house, which can't be moved because it's the actual well going into the ground. Another side is the road coming up, which we can't bump out any because then you have trees and barns. And so this is it. That's the only spot to add onto this house. And so that's why we're putting a room right there. You need a tissue? You want to go get a tissue? So anyway, all of this stuff will go into an actual... Okay, just say please, just get the flies. He got you with the fly swatter. Jeremiah, it's for flies only. Only. I have had some lots and lots of squabbling this week.
No, we hit me in the mouth.
Honey, it's for flies only. Okay, go back.
No, in the mouth.
In the back of his leg, he said. Even if there's a fly on him, don't use that on him. Hey, buddy, count how many flies so I can pay you a penny a fly, okay?
1, 2.
2 pennies a fly. Sold. Yeah. If you have kids that have been squabbling a lot or go through those phases, know that it happens to me too. My kids of all ages, I've been like, what is going on with you guys? It'll be good to have the Schreibers come. We need a little distraction. So other things on the list today, homeschooling, of course. What are the other things? Oh, okay. So I just have things that I just want to get done before they come. Not because it has to get done before they come, but it's good motivation for me. Like I have some medical things to submit to Samaritan Ministries from whenever Jason had his foot injury. I have some more bills to submit to them. A Social Security card thing for the baby that, man, we had such a hard time. It's a long story, but they had made an error, and so we still haven't gotten a Social Security card for Benjamin because I had to, after they did this error, then he was a year old, and so now I have to go through all this rigmarole to try to get it, even though it was their mistake because he was past the 1 year mark, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I have to actually go to the Social Security office and work all this out. So it's stuff like that that I'd like to get done. Okay, let me show you what Jason did. They have this tent up there because they were working in the blaring sun, but front siding has been taken off the house. We had just a white metal siding, and we are going to put up a cute siding. And then this area here is the bedroom. Good morning, Otis. Good morning. This area here will be our bedroom addition. And right here in the front, this is what I think is so cool. to make the bottom really decorative and to not have the wood siding touch the ground because you don't want it to touch the ground, Jason used rocks that we had here. We have lots of rocks in Missouri. He just found rocks all around our property and mortared them into this amazing foundation. Isn't that cool? Lydia, did you help him at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it turned out incredible. He had never done this before, so it was a learning experience. And it just looks so neat. So that will be the decorative bottom. And then the cedar siding will go above that.
Take in the fire and put a lid on it.
Oh yeah, we did. What she's telling you is that, ooh, that sun is bright. What she's telling you is that our oven broke. Oh man, it's been a week, you guys.
No, I didn't. I said that
Jason and I were getting ready to leave for a date night, and the kids were cooking pizza, and all of a sudden there was this flash inside the oven. Kind of like when you're welding and there's a bright flash.
And it didn't hurt my ear.
No, it wasn't loud at all. But apparently that coil in the bottom of the oven like blew a hole.
Yeah, and
it was really dramatic.
Spicy.
I don't think it was spicy. I think you're just silly. Lydia, now that she's 3, she talks constantly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I haven't had an oven. And that was right before Samuel's birthday, and then I keep forgetting. You know, I've always had an oven, and so I keep forgetting that we haven't fixed the oven yet. Replaced it or whatever. My hair. I took a shower this morning. It's drying. And yeah, this is what we get. Apparently I'm chatty. I think I've missed you guys. Anyway, so like the next day, Samuel mixed up a birthday cake for himself because he wanted to make his own birthday cake. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, we don't have an oven. So Jason's like, no problem. We built a fire. This is what Lydia was telling you. We built a fire and okay, my battery died. Whoops. Had to charge it up, so I'm back. So anyway, the birthday cake in the Dutch oven, we kind of burnt it a little bit, but we were able to scrape off the burnt and made a fun cake out of it, and the kids said it was their favorite. Samuel said that was my best birthday memory because it was so unique. Anyway, let me set you down again. I'm here in my storage room. There we go. I'm bringing in some more canned stuff. Some stuff that I canned. I am saving it up little by little. Got all this done. You see all those cans there? So it's a school day here. It's about 9:30 right now. We actually, a little bit ago, my kids finished their math course. We actually went right through the summer with their math, and they finished up their math course, and so we are taking a break right now. Instead of taking a summer break, we are just taking a math break right now, and it's perfect timing because we have the Schreibers coming to stay with us and lots of busyness going on. But I've been thinking about teaching textbooks because you know, I kind of was able to restructure my days a little bit differently since we are taking a break from math right now. So I thought as I go through our day today, I'm just going to reminisce with you about some of the things that I like about it. I am not a math person, and this was one of my big hesitations when it came to homeschooling older kids, was what am I going to do, because I'm just not a math person. And that was several years ago, and then I discovered teaching textbooks. I heard about somebody else using it, and that's how I first came across it. And I thought, okay, we're going to give this a try. And it has been the help that I needed, because my kids have the support that they need, which means that I can just come alongside of them and not feel like it's all on me. So that freedom has been a great relief for me. It's also wonderful. The program that we were using before, they would do worksheets, and if I wouldn't check their work, they would sometimes be doing everything wrong, and I wouldn't know about it until the next day or two when I had time to sit down and look at it all. And then they were so discouraged to learn that they'd been doing it all wrong and they had to start over again. So with teaching textbooks, they know immediately if they get something wrong, and there's a little like how to do this to explain if they can't figure it out, and they don't have to wait on me to tell them, whoops, these problems are wrong and let's see what we can do about it. Hi, Willow. this is our little turkey, our one little tiny turkey who just loves us, and she kind of hangs out wherever we are. So if I go in the well house, she's waiting on the other side of it. It's like she doesn't want to be up in your business, although she doesn't mind being held, but she certainly likes to hang out wherever you are. Before we get sitting down at the table, we wanted to come out and show you the excitement in the barn. Bella told you last week about Lacey, our livestock guardian dog, expecting puppies, and she had them. It's kind of dark in here, so it's going to be hard to see, but they're so sweet. 7 healthy babies. She had a great birth, no problems, and there's 5 girls and 2 boys. They are just sweet as can be. You ready to do history with us and your baby?
Yeah. Yeah, we are. Lie down, Mama.
So, history is not an everyday thing. It's like once a week gets my goal. Leo is doing the modern history from Compass Classroom. It's at Dave Raymond. Yeah, I can put a link for that if anybody's interested. It's been really good for a high school level history for him. And he's not doing the textbook necessarily, but he's doing the online lectures. And sometimes they ask you to write something with that. But there's a full textbook. You can get really in depth. But I just felt like it was a little too much to do all of that. Okay, so the rest of us here are doing, we said we're doing a sad chapter today because we're talking about what? Remember what we're talking about today? Oh, the slave trade, yeah, which is a sad chapter. Are you going to be good?
No.
Benjamin's been a wee little bit fussy today, but he's smiling right now. He's just wanting to get into something. You want a color? Do you want a paper? Too early for a nap, so we will see how this goes. Maybe we could get out some blocks. Okay, so I'm going to be reading chapter... What? That's okay. Oops, sorry. These continue to be one of the favorite Arteza products, these colored pencils. They just have lasted for such a long time because the quality is so good.
And also you can chew on the ends without getting... they're around here.
Elsie can chew on the end. I don't think anybody else.
That is not one of the...
Because they're not
my favorite.
like that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they've lasted a long time. And Grandma and Grandpa got us an awesome pencil sharpener. I think it's my favorite pencil sharpener we've ever had.
We had a different one. It was nice.
Yeah, but this one is fantastic. I'll link that too in case you're interested. Bella said she would take Benjamin outside while she did some cursive. That's good. That's good.
You're reading?
He's happy when he's outside.
And then I'll pause my coloring because I like taking notes while you're reading.
Oh, okay. All over Europe and both Americas, the countries in between, and in the countries in between, men seem to be talking and thinking and writing about equality. This worked out so nicely. Bella has both little ones out there playing in the dirt while we did our history. And she's working on schoolwork too. They're outside. Bella's got them out there playing in the dirt. So we were able to finish our chapter. They're finishing up the coloring pages. These are the notebooks that we put our pages into.
Thank you. It's dark black.
What else?
Yeah, really cool. Nice job.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And we still have to do our math work.
6, 7. Look how many I have, Mommy. 1. Mommy, look how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
I could get on this one. And this.
I wish I hadn't done this all
And this one and this one.
because I was
I did get
like
this
that
one. I
one.
did. Why
Nice.
This was the goodest one.
The best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a really good one. How about today's? Let's see today's.
Days.
James really likes to color.
2.
Nice. That looks good, James. Well, it's actually a new day. My day got kind of hijacked after I checked in with you guys last. I have one child who's just been kind of going through a hard time, and just, you know, it's hard. If you are a parent, you can understand. If you're a homeschooling parent at home with your kids all day, I know you can understand, because sometimes they just go through these character things and it feels like the season stretches on forever, and it's kind of disruptive to everybody else. So my day kind of after history just kind of, you know, they got triggered and upset by something that happened with the other siblings, and it just kind of went crazy from there. So I just took time that day to work with kids, you know, on heart stuff, and then did some read alouds, and just really focused on them. But I forgot all about my camera because I was focusing on the real life trials and tribulations, the things that make you question, am I doing the right thing homeschooling these kids? Which, you know, is it's real life when you are with other humans, especially small humans who are trying to figure themselves out in the world around them all day long. It's never going to just be smooth. It's just not, that's not real. And, you know, we can see the pictures, the pretty pictures of people, you know, sitting around the table homeschooling their children, or the little snippets that we catch, you know, on YouTube or wherever, and that is real. That is a real part of it. But there's also the real part that's messy and not fun. And that's, you know, all part of it too. And if we didn't have those messy moments, we would, I suppose, lose opportunities for training, even though it truly doesn't feel fun in the middle of it. But here we are, we made it through that day, and it's a new day. And, you know, reflecting on that, and what I had started to talk to you about, which was why I chose teaching textbooks for math, among other different things that I have chosen, is because of days like yesterday, because it helps me to have certain systems in place so that even when I have to spend a few hours working through some heart issues with a person, the other children have systems there that allow them to carry on. So because that is a guided system that we have put in place by signing up for courses with teaching textbooks, an area where help is more needed, math, is taken care of through that program. Okay, so Leo just finished pre-algebra, and you mostly did it all yourself. I really can't think of but a handful of times maybe that you came for help. So what are some things that you did that helped you figure it out? Because I know you were stumped sometimes, right? It wasn't that it was all easy.
And what helps is that they really gone through the trouble to make it really easy for you. Like sometimes they'll have hints of newer stuff you learn. They'll have hints that'll pop up and you can click them. And then they will like give a hint about like the problem or what kind of formula you have to use. And also like if you're doing a problem, in the corner they'll have something that says lesson, and then they'll give the lesson number of whichever when you learned that. So you can go back, watch the lecture again, and be able to figure out the problem. That's how I usually do it. Or I even look on problems that were a little bit easier but had the same concepts. Or there's practice problems that that it doesn't judge you, it doesn't change your score when you do them. So they're really helpful because they practice the harder stuff that you have, or stuff that you just learned. So that's, I usually go back to that. Also, it'll also give you like in the left hand corner it'll say practice. If it's on there, it'll show you which practice it was on, basically.
And if you do get an answer wrong, if you really can't figure it out, they will actually walk you through that specific problem that you're on.
They give you 2 chances. If you get it wrong the first time, then you can try it again. And then if you get it wrong, it'll show you the answer. And then there's a button that you can watch how to do it, basically. And he'll walk you through how to do it. So that's also good if I get a problem wrong. And then I watch how to do it. And then a few problems later, like I forget or whatever, and then I can just go back and watch that again. So it's very helpful that way.
They even have a live hotline that you can call and talk to a real person, but you've never had to do that before.
No. That's kind of like if you're like in a really high level, basically.
We may end up getting to that point of needing to call a human, phone a friend. But that option is there during business hours. I'm sure it's not like it's 24-hour a day, but... So do you feel prepared to begin algebra?
Yeah.
You're ready to jump in? You're fine with it?
I think that'll be pretty good because they start out really easy, reviewing some of the stuff you first learned in pre-algebra or your previous course, and then it'll get harder. They'll basically introduce stuff that you've learned before, but in a harder way. So it'll, instead of just in the way you learned it back in the previous ones, they'll add more equations to it, which is pretty
right. So it's like the same concept, but a little harder each time. Another thing that is available is that the entire textbook, their ebook, is available online. Do you ever look at that? No.
Well, their ebook is actually on the programmer app.
Right. You can just click on it and
they also
read the lesson.
They also have a grade book that will show you your different scores. So you can see different, and you can have a parent sign in and maybe delete a lesson that you got really bad.
Right. You just need to totally start over again. I walked through burrs today. I've got burrs all over me.
I did too when everyone comes.
Yeah. So it's been really, really helpful for Leo, and he's going on to algebra this year. Everybody's going to be moving up after our little break. They do offer, and I've told you this before, and I'm going to say it again, but they do offer free trials. So if you just want to try it out and see if it's a good fit for your kid, I will put the link to the free trials in my description box so that you can go and check it out for free. And there is a placement test that can kind of help you figure out what level to start your child at. Although I found that the most helpful for me years ago when we first started was to read through what is in this course, what is in, Math 5, because their numbers don't necessarily correspond with 5th grade. That's not, I wouldn't do that. I would actually look through what's available, look at the placement test, and see what's the best fit for my child. So we actually are waiting here. We should have the Schreibers showing up any minutes. They're driving all the way from Nebraska, and they did it all today, even with their little babies. I don't know if we're up for that. That's a long trip, 10 hours, I think.
Yeah, we were going to go there. But...
So I've got taco meat started. We're going to do tacos tonight. I guess I should start filming while we're eating for dinner because I'm committed to showing you guys that. 2 weeks they're going to be here. Some of the meals will double up, so it's not like I need to show you everything, but I'm going to show you what we eat. Oh, and the last bit of exciting news is Jason is bringing home an oven for me. Actually, he went, it's such a cool story because he found one on Craigslist for sale, hooked up the trailer, took it to work with him so he could pick it up, and then the lady, I guess, sold it to someone else before he got there. So here he is at work at his office with an empty trailer, and a friend of ours calls because he is a faithful watcher of our channel and says, hey, I have a stove for you. And Jason already had a trailer, so he's going to get it and bring it home, and I'm actually going to be able to bake bread and do all kinds of things. So thank you, Mr. Cassie. The old oven is leaving. The new oven has arrived. Faithful Joe has been here today working.
I didn't know that was screwed on.
I had this little basket sitting on the back of the stove, and it kept falling down, so he screwed it to the wall.
So
That's my awesome husband.
Okay.
How gross is it back there?
Yeah, nearly as gross as it is over here.
Yeah, that's really gross. Don't
show the camera that.
That's because I didn't frame it up square, and so there was a gap up here. It's my fault.
That's okay.
So, is there
There's probably not a housewife in America
is there something I can use
stove. What do you think?
on this floor?
Everybody's got gross stuff behind their stove because who goes in behind their stove every day to clean? I don't. This is the new one that just arrived. Look at that beauty. Look at it.
I won't say that shiny for long.
Woo! Okay, so while I'm out here, let me show you the excitement that's happening.
I got drone up in me.
Oh, yeah, Leo took a drone shot. That would be a better look at this because lots going on. These huge, beautiful beams have gone up.
This one,
And this is going to be our covered porch.
he actually beamed that one himself with his chainsaw.
Incredible. Yeah, Jason cut these from trees. Well,
Not
that
all of
one,
them. That one was from.
he used a chainsaw thing
That was a
to
bandsaw
square it
one.
out. It's pretty awesome.
I think this was.
So it's going to have a railing. This railing right here is going to have a built-in bench for the table that's on it. Everything's just temporary right now. They put some temporary floor down just so I have a.
temporary.
We got a lot going on. But there's a temporary floor right here just so that we were able to walk out the door, and a temporary step which is covering some concrete foundation work underneath until it dries. So yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous when it's finished.
Dog.
Agreed.
So beautiful. But
Yeah,
right
this
now,
is before the Schreibers, and then we'll do an after.
before the Schreibers and after the Schreibers. Yeah, so
you said 4.
Joe has been here. He gave up his day even though Jason wasn't here to help us out because he's just awesome like that. So he's been out working and doing concrete work, and it's just amazing. So exciting. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Are you being brave in the trailer? Woo! Lots of fun. So the tacos are ready to go. Once they get here, they're about 15 minutes away.
Daddy, go.
And once they get here, we'll eat, well, whenever they're hungry, I guess. I don't even know. Ah, I'm just tired. You tired?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't feel good either.
Yeah. But we just keep pushing forward because what else can you do?
Cry. That doesn't do any good either, so
Oh, man.
keep them moving.
Yeah, that's
actually
right.
lets off stress in your body.
Leo says it is good. Oh, my word.
No?
Have some onions. Let off some stress.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
All right, so that's the excitement. We will check in with you guys soon. I need to clean this mess up. See ya.
Ah, you're clear. You're clear. Keep going.